What's happening, guys? David Womack with my brother Mitch. We're out here in the woods and collecting some willow bark for cordage. We've got an upcoming trout fishing day, a little adventure in the canoe. I made some primitive hooks the other day and I really want to try them out, and we're gonna collect this cordage and we're gonna kind of show you the process through the stages and dry it out over the next couple days and start getting it ready for making cordage for our fishing sets. All right, so here we are harvesting this willow, and we're really hoping that this is a good time. I mean, there's definitely multi-purposes for this willow, but you kind of want to do this process during spring, and that really allows the bark to be a little bit more pliable, and the sap is in the inner bark and everything. So we're literally gonna harvest this and then scrape off some of this outer bark and then get to the inner, and you'll see what we're talking about here. So I'm going to go ahead and harvest this right here, and Mitch will gather his as well. Always save a bunch of this wood shavings from when I'm doing self bows, and this is actually an Osage. Good for starting fires and good for putting in a jar and putting it to the side for later, and making color if you want to have a natural stain for wood or something like that too. But for right now, we're doing a starter for this fire, and I've got this tin box where I made some coal for starting fire from wet wood, and this is a tinder box right here. And we're just going to do a ferro rod into this tinder box and get a coal going and get this fire happening. We're on the next stage here, and we're just gonna lightly carve some of this outer bark here. All right, we're still whittling away and scraping this bark off, and just about got this done. I still have a little bit here. Mitch is still scraping away, and you can already see how it's trying to come off here. But we don't want this top bark, but we want this inner stuff, and we're gonna try to get as long of a lashing as we can with this stuff, and we're gonna try to peel this off as good as we can and get some long lashings, about 1/4 inch or so, and then let that dry out so we can come back to it and start really working it into rope. So Mitch, how's yours coming along?
Yeah, it's coming. I feel like I'm fraying a lot more than yours is. You can see I got like this strip coming off right here, so
right.
I'm wondering if I'm just going a little too deep on some of this. But yeah, it's coming along.
Hell yeah. Right on, man.
Uh,
Alright, so now what I'm going to do, and it is starting to, the lashes are starting to come out, and we might have just missed the season to be able to do what I'm trying to do. But I'm going to go ahead and make a cut all the way down this on both sides and see if I can start peeling this off. But if anything, I feel like I'll still be able to pull these lashings up off the bark anyways. So we're going to go ahead and start running our knife down this piece of bark just like so. And we've got that one side. Now we'll do this, and coming all the way down this branch like so. And then we'll do this other side. I could have probably just peeled that whole piece off like that, but I'm gonna quarter it. I'm gonna come down this cut on this side one more time. All right.
Let me grab the camera
And then
close up here.
Okay, yeah. So now that we've cut it on both sides, we're gonna start peeling this inner bark off just like so. Just working this off. And just like so. Just like that. All right, so from here, what we're gonna be doing is just literally, we already have a cut right here, and we're just gonna about 1/4 inch little slices, and we're just gonna peel this lashing off just like this and start working it all the way down. All right, guys, we got all hands on deck with the wife and my son, and good job, son. Yeah, just keep holding that.
It's a good grip on him.
Yeah, there you go. Little bear cub already practicing. So after we get all these lashings like this, what we're gonna do is, oh, didn't mean to take yours, buddy. And we're gonna put it in this pot of water, like so. And we're gonna put some ash in here. Yeah, you wanna touch the water? You wanna help Dad? Yeah, good job. So we're gonna put this in here and put some ash and boil this for about a couple hours, and we'll take this out, dry it out, and hang it up. And I'm probably just gonna put it in the room with a little space heater going to help it dry out a little quicker. I'll probably lay it by the fire for a little bit today, and tomorrow hopefully we'll be making some cordage and making some fishing string for our little adventure tomorrow in the canoe for trout fishing day with our primitive hook sets. Yeah. So hopefully we're also going to be doing some oyster and clam digging today, and trout fishing tomorrow. So hopefully we get some good harvest in with the fish and clams and oysters. So
A seafood feast.
yeah, heck yeah. All right, y'all, take care. We'll tune you in on the next part. All right, that's what it looks like after a couple hours. Just Just enjoying my cup of coffee, watching the sunrise, just mentally getting prepared for the day before the family wakes up and I go and wake my brother Mitch up before we get this day of fishing going. We made some cordage the other day, and I'm actually going to finish it out this morning. So we're going to have some primitive fishing sets ready to go. We're going to bring some modern fishing poles too, because it'd be fun to catch some fish today as well. But it's going to be really fun to catch some on those primitive sets. So yeah, stay tuned, and we're going to load up the canoe and get on the lake and do some fishing today. Hopefully we catch some trout. Who knows? There's supposed to be some catfish there. We might get some bottom feeders. We'll see. Supposedly there might even be some northern pike still in there, but time will tell. Until then, I'm going to enjoy this a little bit longer. This is kind of like my morning meditation and my silence, and just being able to listen to the birds and nature, the frogs. Can hear the creek in the backdrop. We've got a creek that runs right here about 30 yards from the back door. And yeah, it's a beautiful place. Enjoying the sunrise behind us and getting ready for this fishing day. We've got all these lashings that we collected from the Willow. And I picked this like fairly thin one right here. And I'm actually going to kind of just barely re-wet this little cup of water. You don't want to soak it, just barely re-wet it a little bit. Okay. And I'm actually gonna run it across the pants here. Just like so. I want this to be a little bit thinner. We've got about a 1/4 inch here, and I'm going to actually split this. Just like that. All right. So we're going to come in here and literally just twist and turn, just like if we were doing a bowstring, right? And it just goes just like this. Twist, come over, and twist. Okay? Twist, over, twist. Twisting, grab, twist. Twist, grab, twist. All right, we're going to do that all the way down here. Twist with the fingers, come over, grab the other one, and turn over. Twist, grab, twist. Twist, grab, twist. Okay? We're going to be getting a tight little thread just like that. And as we're moving down this rope, or this fishing string that we're making here, so as you're going, you want to pinch this as you go, right?
So now we're to our next piece of string right here, and we're rolling it and then coming over and grabbing it with this finger, boom, twisting it back over. Straighten your line back out all the way down the line, twist, grab, pull. And I'm sliding this hand down and keeping the line tight as I'm working down the string. Just like so. And this is pretty tight fishing string here. This is what we're looking for. All right, and I also wanted to show you that right here is the end of one of the other half of the string, and this one's way longer. And what we'll do, we'll take another lashing and lay it across this at least 6 or 7 inches, and just work it in and do exactly what we're doing, and we'll roll it into it, and then still just do our method of rolling it, twisting it, and we'll twist it right into it. Okay. This is just another meditation, you know. That's what I love about crafting, what I love about doing primitive skills. It's not about the convenience, and it's about connecting to our ancestors, connecting to nature more, understanding this willow tree more, and what the bark does, just feeling it, getting my hands on it, and yeah, it's like a connection meditation. And every craft brings me down a journey and kind of allows me to recenter myself and helps to allow the dirty water in the pond to clear and settle, you know. And I feel that I've learned that more and more over the years of being a craftsman. And yeah, and while I'm not doing primitive skills, I'm doing carpentry work for others as well, you know. So just yet another crafting skill. And yeah, so just wanted to share that. All right, guys. Well, Brother Mitch finally woke up and joined us for stringing up some of this willow lashings and string. And I definitely was able to spin a good 5 or 6 feet here, and I think I'm just gonna attach it to a cane pole for our day of fishing today. And we're about to load this canoe up and get it going. But yeah, this turned out to be a really great tight spin on this willow, and really happy with how it came out. And super flexible and pliable. And so yeah, ready to go put some of these bone hooks on this fishing line and give it a whirl. All right, guys, catch y'all later.